Hello everyone, this is Coco. Welcome back. A bit stressed today, but wait a moment, we're gonna get our cat. Hello Helios. You see this cat here? It's going to be my partner. I'll name him my partner. So at least I can feel like he's here. Yes, I'll adopt the cat. I'll name him my partner's OC. But yeah, today I'm honestly a bit stressed. Some stuff happened, but that's going to be my thing for today. It's going to be all about facing, acknowledging negativity, acknowledging challenges and struggles, how to deal with it, especially in a social setting. I'll give off some few examples and how I deal with my problems. I think I did a little bit of that last session, but I'd like to share a lot more. That I'm going to focus more on the problems, and today's session might be a little bit more negative, but we're going to try and how to acknowledge that and come out positive afterwards. It's gonna go through all of the stuff that I've already talked to you guys about earlier in earlier episodes, so please bear with me. I also just woke up, and this is my diary, Stardew Diaries. So it's not always going to be pretty, but that's the message for today that I want to say. It's acknowledging the struggles, acknowledging defeat, acknowledging the negativity, and some people find themselves in a negative cycle, and the first thing to break out from that cycle is to acknowledge it. And once you do, you open up yourself to so many solutions and opportunities. So, just as I've mentioned before in getting started, if you acknowledge your strengths, then you go do the things that you like. It gives you good opportunities, but sometimes we find ourselves in a ditch, and it's not easy to get out. But if you don't tell yourself that you need to get out of that situation, then it would be very difficult without external intervention. However, we don't always have that luxury, so we'll talk about that today. I need to calm down. I think I'm getting better at this. I'm still anxious. It's so weird for me to just be openly expressing myself like this, and I'm still not fully used to it, so just letting all that energy in and then out. But yeah, I can't I'm getting distracted by this word. I still can't wait to play this day as well. So I think can stop. Let me count. I don't think the mines is open yet. Just talking about the stone. Go away, Joja. We're not gonna go corporate today, but I think today I'm excited because we're going to be able to make our fishing pond. We don't have any fish currently because I sold all of them. Oh, definitely we're getting a fish pond today because our crops just grew. That's really good. So we're just gonna do some watering, and we'll use our remaining money to buy some more seeds. As much as possible, I'd like to avoid mining too much. Again, I don't really wanna focus on the money aspect for this playthrough. Oh no. No, 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 no. What am I doing? I should have sold them to Pierre. Um, it's fine. Um, we're gonna get stuff to forage anyway. But yeah, I don't think I can break this. No, I don't. We're just gonna try and get 200 stone. But yeah, um, facing challenges or acknowledging struggles, it's difficult. It's difficult if you are people, you know, are. I'm not sure where it really comes from on a societal perspective, but from what I notice, a lot of people don't necessarily have healthy coping mechanisms. I mean, I don't. Even though I do my best, I'm not always my like perfect, and even I make I mean a lot of mistakes. Honestly, sorry. Struggling to get that phrase out, but from what I notice from the people I meet, not everyone has a particularly concrete and really defined coping mechanisms. Um, and I'm not really sure where that comes from in a societal standpoint, as I mentioned. So, it people tend to ignore or put away their problems, and I don't think that's a very healthy thing to do for yourself and honestly for other people. Maybe for a time, you can distract yourself. You can play games. You know to, to distract yourself, especially playing games. I mean, I've been guilty of that for quite some time. Well, I still am, but I manage my stress levels a lot better now than before. Um, so that's one thing, and the other thing that I notice is that people use other people to relieve their stress as well. Um, Another thing, again, I'm not particularly fond of that idea. I used to be really, really reliant on other people to cope with my stress. And the problem with that is if you're unloading all of that negative energy all the time to other people, you'll eventually develop that habit of relying on them. And the thing is, when you're coping to forget, the problem doesn't really go away. So, that's my main concern with relying on other people to feel better. It's not fixing the problem. And people, as I mentioned, you may find yourself in a loop, in a cycle, because you're feeling good because you're coping, quote unquote, coping, but you're not fixing the problem. And that could mean all sorts of things. Um so just be mindful that it's okay to take a break. It's okay to rely on other people, but as a responsible friend, you also need to acknowledge that you have, things that you're going through. And I think that's very, very important. Since if you don't acknowledge it, how will others help you? Um, in my experience, I'm a helper. I love helping people. It's a part of me. It's who I am. Um, However, I really stopped doing it since I've had negative experiences about that, about helping other people. Oh, sorry, my Discord is open. Um, Let me just mute that. So I've had negative experiences um, from doing that all the time. I don't want to say, I don't want to go, oh my goodness, I would have loved this, but I don't have enough money. Um, my kindness had been um, used over. Perhaps not intentionally by some, but I have been hurt quite a lot. And because of those, I'm no longer as empathetic as I used to be. I may sound cute now or happy, but I'm really not. Socially, at least. That's actually one of the main reasons why I'm doing this. That's one of my deepest problems. Is that I now have trust issues, and I'm scared to open up or make friends, because making friends will lead me into a situation that I may need to offer my advice, and I may need to help another person, and then I'm not sure if it's going to be reciprocated if I need it back. If I need someone else to be with me, and unfortunately, because of what happened, I've I've gone past that point of needing others anymore, and I'm used to being alone now. So I don't know who I am. I don't know, since I'm no longer the person that needs other people anymore. So I don't know what I need anymore. I'm happy with where I am. I think I'm coping well with my situation in life, but um, just to acknowledge my struggles, I'm trying new things. I'm trying to express myself more openly, to maybe give me some thoughts, ideas on where to go. So I'm not saying that I'm making these videos to look for someone as a friend, but maybe I am, maybe I am not. Maybe I just really want to share my ideas to other people and get them inspired and get them going. So that's me acknowledging my struggles, me being honest. If I told this to a friend, well, I do say these to my friends, that I have trust issues. So if you wanna get close to me, you'll need to go over that. And I do my best to try to give them as many chances as possible to for me to be able to. I realized I did not buy seeds today, but it's fine. We'll do that tomorrow. Um, it's a challenge for them to make friends with me, and they know that. But I keep an open line, open communication, telling them what I feel, and it's up to them if they want to pursue my friendship or not. And I think that's, a very responsible, very adult thing to do. Very mature, I would say, not necessarily adult. Very mature thing to do. Just being open and honest. With your situation as friends. So, how does this apply for other people? Like, how will any of this help you get you to a better place? So, acknowledging negativity allows you to introspect, allows you to feel and process your struggles, and help you come up with ways on how to deal with them. Bear with me I'm going to go on a little bit of a tangent here. Um, let's say, for example, that you have a problem. Could be something internal, within yourself, maybe anxiety, or you're struggling to perfect your art style. Perhaps it's something related to your mind. Maybe you're going through some um, condition, and that's something internally, or maybe something externally. Maybe a problem with a friend, maybe problems with family, problem financially. Um, so let's address that. Let's say that you have that problem, and let's say that you cope in a negative way, maybe drinking, maybe binge playing video games every day, maybe venting out to a friend. Those may help short term, but as I've mentioned earlier, that does not resolve the problem. It just festers and it stays there, and you'll feel it staying there. But you feel good now because you're coping, you know? Um, and then, so that's negative. You don't just, you know, spend your time with the problem. For me, I'm a very direct person, so this may not apply to everyone, but this is just how I do things. If I give off my examples earlier, if I spend the entire day playing video games, after that, I'm probably ready to tackle my problems. Heck, I even use it to directly address my problems, like what I'm doing right now. So I'm addressing the problem with video games while playing, and you can do that too. Um, Another example is the friend. You know, you talk to a friend, you spend time with them, you vent your feelings, but you also, you know, make the choice to make the situation positive and healthy for the both of you. Instead of framing the situation, oh my family is keeps giving me chores. They want me to pursue a certain college degree or something like that. Maybe, share it in a more positive way, or talk about, spend your day with them, have fun, and then maybe at some point find the time to vent those feelings. I'm really frustrated that my parents keep asking me to pursue this, but we don't really have the answers now. If you have any answers, then or any feedback, that would be great. But I'm really thankful that you're here. So it doesn't um, come out negative. It's always a choice on how we perceive things and how we deal with our problems. Um, you still got that beautiful day with them. You still got to spend that day with them, but it doesn't sound negative. You're acknowledging the problems, you're acknowledging the issues, but it's your choice to make it better, or it's your choice if it how it affects you. If I'm making any sense here, I think I'm not articulating it very well, but hopefully you get the picture. So, and a lot of people unfortunately do the negative things. Maybe it's just the people I've met, but um, I don't know, honestly. But you know, it's just it's my observation. It's what I've seen, and if you are a person that doesn't realize or doesn't know how to acknowledge your problems, and I hope um, that again this might be your wake up call to open yourself up, be honest with yourself, and give yourself some direction, since you know um, if you don't talk about your problems, it's very difficult to fix them internally or externally. If we apply these to friends or family, why he keeps talking about me, or let's say a family member keeps gossiping about you, he keeps talking about me. I don't really like that. And then you don't say anything. You just act more negatively towards them. You just, don't talk to them or don't acknowledge the problem that you have with them. You just ignore them. That doesn't fix the situation. They will still keep doing it. They won't stop. But, maybe if you talk to them, maybe that person says that they were always jealous of you because you are so talented, you're so good, and you won't have that conversation with them if you don't talk to them, if you don't address the issue. Um, that person, so he was gossiping about you because he's just jealous, you know. And this is a very ideal situation that they're also very willing to open the their issues. But if you want to be happy, if you want to um, resolve your problems, you have to try, since they're not gonna stop, and the only person that can break the cycle will be you. Um, if you feel, again, I can go and on with other examples, but whatever you're going through, you are the one who's going to come up with the best solution for it, I would say. So just think about it. Just think about what you want to do, and just do it. And again, this is going through all of the other things that I've mentioned previously. I hope I'm making sense. I'm a little bit stressed today, but um, just how it goes, and have to face problems head on, and learn from them. It's not pretty, I know, but I'm acknowledging the problem. And once we're ready, when you're coping, once you're ready, just get out there. Be honest, be civil. If they're not civil, if they're not willing to cooperate, then you know for sure that you aren't the problem. That you aren't making things worse for yourself. You eliminate those doubts. Because I don't think even sadness or anger are negative things. They're just emotions that tell us what we need to do. I'll talk about emotions at a later video, but yeah, to keep it short, you know, when you're angry or you're frustrated, that doesn't mean that you're abusive. It's just you have passions and you have feelings towards something that you want to address. You know, that's why when you're angry, you tend to shout. You tend to be aggressive. Again, not abusive, but like you tend to be very, very forward with your thoughts and your feelings, since you want something to be done in a certain way that you prefer, that you want. And that's just you expressing yourself in the heat of the moment. I don't see it. Anger doesn't always mean a bad thing. It's just, you know, a you're struggling to express yourself in a calm way. And sadness, I don't. If you watch Inside Out, then you know. You should know. That sadness is always negative. It's just how we perceive it. Um, so I know, I know. It's been a long day, and gotta keep going. If you're a person that's going through something, keep going, keep trying. Don't ever stop. If you aren't sure what the problem is, you keep thinking about it when you're comfortable, of course. If not, then you definitely need to cope before you tackle on the problem. But just give yourself some time to think about it so that it doesn't fester. If you've got friends, stay very close with them. Use them as your support group. If they're true friends, they'll do the same. Oh, sorry. If you're real friends, you will do the same for each other. You know, just keep going and being honest, keeping an open communication is key, and that includes to yourself. Communicating to yourself, being honest with yourself is very very important because the world is very very negative, but you can always control yourself. You always have a choice to how to perceive it. I want to end this on a high note. So want you guys to spend your day just internalizing things, having fun, doing things that you like, and we'll meet here again tomorrow around the same time and have more positive adventures and talk more and staying happy. And yeah, thank you so much. You guys have a great rest of your day. I'm a bit all over the place. I'm so sorry, but this is a diary. It gets ugly sometimes. Um, Thank you so much. All right, goodbye for now.